Seeing him, they all sat back down. Fang and liwei's uncle watched with dropped eyes and thinly veiled disappointment as liwei walked in. He stood there like a statue, expression cold and unreadable, the room falling into a hush as every gaze fixed on him. He walked slowly to the CEO chair where his uncle sat and stopped, eyes boring into the man as if testing him. He told him he believed the seat belonged to him. Murmurs rippled through the room at the audacity. Fang stood and shot back that liwei was not even company president yet and had no right to tell his father to move. Liwei turned to him, eyes commanding, voice steady and firm, and said he would take the company anyway. It was best, he said, for protocol to be observed immediately, unless they planned to go back on their promise to hand the company over. The boardroom murmured again. He looked hard at his uncle, stare sharp and consuming, and asked if he was refusing to move, whether he should pull him from the chair himself. The uncle sat frozen, unable to reconcile the naive boy he had once underestimated with the man now standing before him. He had thought himself a player. Now he felt played. Not wanting a scene, he stood slowly. Liwei's lips curved into a mocking smirk as he eased into the CEO seat. Silence tightened around him. His presence dominated the room. His eyes scanned each board member like a command. The uncle sank beside Fang, fury simmering behind his composure. Fang gripped his hand and whispered for him to pull himself together. Liwei finally spoke, voice firm. The handover could begin. He was ready. The company attorney rose. Cameras and reporters crowded the doorway, lights blinking, the corridor already streaming the event live. The attorney announced the formal handover, rights transferring from liwei's uncle, who had taken over 10 years ago, back to liwei, the true heir and the only surviving family member. He called both men forward. They walked to the table and stood beside the attorney as he indicated where to sign. The uncle took the pen first. His hand trembled as he poised it above the paper. The thought of handing over the company he had run for a decade visibly unsettled him. Liwei watched, silent, making sure the man obeyed protocol. With a slow, shaking movement, the uncle signed. The attorney looked at Liwei. It was his turn. Without hesitation, Liwei took the pen and set his signature down with a single swift stroke. The attorney declared